Hello and welcome to Committee and Field in Holliston, Massachusetts on Thursday, September 14th for Sport View's award-winning production of Holliston Panther Football 2023. It's found only on HCAT TV. Tonight, the Panthers face the Middleboro Sachems in an important Division IV matchup. My name is Tom Emmons, and alongside is my co-host, the legend, Jay Wyman. Jay, the Panthers lost a close one last week against a good Foxborough team. What do you expect to see from Holliston against Middleboro tonight?
Well, you know, my rule has always been you really can't tell comparative scores in these games until after the Week 3 games are done. Middleboro went out and they really scored they scored a lot of points last week against Apponequet, and Holliston had a really great game against Foxborough. So we really can't tell what's going on, but I will tell you this. Holliston better tackle well, because last week, as you remember, that opening kickoff, after the kickoff, the first play went 71 yards, something like that. There can be none of that this week, and that's something that Middleboro did to Apponequet last week. They scored like 5 touchdowns over 60 yards.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to really have to be careful now. So once again, you got to have clean game, no fumbles, no interceptions, very few penalties, and make those tackles. You do that, I think we're going to have a good game tonight.
Holliston comes into this game with a record of 0-1. Their head coach, Todd Kiley, in his 21st season with the Panthers. His record, 167 wins, 55 losses. The Middleboro Sachems are 1-0. Their head coach is Pat Kingman in his 13th season with the Sachems. His record, 76 wins and 52 losses. Last week, the Panthers lost to Foxborough 18-15 in a close game. They did make mistakes, but they were still in that ball game right to the end.
They were.
But Landon Beecher threw a touchdown pass to Connor Teague, and Kawhi Lima went in for his first rushing touchdown as a Panther. Captains are out for the coin toss. Number 51, David Villa. Number 70, Jack Schellings. Number 3, Devin Harding. Number 44, C.J. Pacheco. And number 50, Jimmy Parmisi. Last week, the Sachems beat Apponequet 46-12. Their quarterback, Wyatt Goyette, he rushed for 3 touchdowns and passed for 2 touchdowns. Yeah, and they were all over 60 or 70 yards.
They were all long, and they also threw in I think it was reported as a 75-yard punt return too. So you know, it's funny though. You know, when you hear statistics like that, you know, you kind of wonder. It's almost like they scored every time they touched the ball, right? I mean, there wasn't a lot of runs at the whole team. They had very few runs and very few passes, and they scored 42 points. So we'll see what the situation is. That's a tough Foxborough team last week, and that's my team. That team, once I heard that they would move down to Division 5, I picked them to win the Super Bowl down there, which is probably the kiss of death for them because I never can pick anything right.
You don't make predictions on the air, Jay.
I don't. No, I don't.
Holliston will get the opening kickoff, so we'll get our first look at the offense here. On a beautiful night for football, both teams ready for a kickoff. We'll be back in just a moment. And now HCAT's onboard stats computer, Carlos Canto with Los's pregame lowdown.
Thank you very much, Tom. You know, these two teams have played some epic battles, primarily in the playoffs, the most memorable of which was probably 2015, where the Panthers came away with a very close 29-28 victory over the Sachems. It was the Jack Barrett show in that game. He accounted for 4 touchdowns, 3 on the ground, 1 through the air. He had 173 yards rushing in that game. And I think the Panthers will probably look to another big effort from their ground game tonight if they're going to want to win this big game. The temperature on the field, about 69 degrees, very cool, very pleasant, not many clouds in the sky. A great night for football, guys.
Thank you, Los. Oh, that that 2015 game still gives me chills. It's one of the greatest games in Panther history that we ever covered.
If you ever get a chance to watch the game, or you ever want to request a game from HCAT to put on TV, do that. That it was just an amazing game, and Jack Barrett was just unbelievable.
Back to receive the kick for the Panthers, number 1, Connor Teague, and number 30, Kylie Vargas.
Vargas had a really great return last week.
He really did. Showed he's got some speed.
And then, of course, you get it down to Connor Teague down there, number 1. He's got tremendous speed and tremendous athleticism, too.
There's the Middleboro kick. Teague is going to take it at the 10-yard line, heads the left. Finally gets forced out of bounds just short of the 35-yard line. Nice return.
Well, Holliston has that 2-quarterback system. You know, they play Lima sometimes, and then they'll put in Landon Beecher. And you know, Kawhi had a nice game last week, and I like when they when Beecher's in there, only because that gives us that tremendous receiving core of Kawhi Lima and of course Connor Teague and Blake Harper.
Lima's at quarterback right now, number 14. He had a touchdown last week. Rushing touchdown, really showed his moves. Keeps it himself, spins, can't get away from an ankle grab. See how many yards he got there, 3 or 4.
Well, weight and strength-wise, the offensive line probably will have a little bit less trouble tonight than they had last week against Foxborough. Foxborough was big and they were powerful. But that doesn't mean this team is anything to be happy about getting them as an opponent either.
2nd down and 7 for the Panthers from the 36.
Whoa.
Lima fakes it, giving chase, and Middleboro able to string it out, maybe a gain of 1.
Middleboro showed a lot of speed, and they're coming across, going for the ball, and they had like 6 or 7 guys in there on the tackle, so they're fast. I think that was kind of a broken play. I think that was supposed to go the other way and go to Devin Harding.
Starting up front for the Panthers, number 72, Vladimir Valesky, number 77, Charlie Stott, number 70, Jack Schellings, number 53, Caleb Greenberg, number 50, Jimmy Parmisi, and number 84, Blake Harper. Short pass on 3rd down, picks up a couple. That'll leave a 4th down and 2.
Well, I'll tell you, they might be in 4-down territory here.
Offense staying on the field.
See if they can get something a little bit more to the outside, a little bit more quickly. You might be able to turn that corner and make some good yardage.
So 4th down and 2 at the 41. Lima fakes it to Harding, tries to take it himself, and he's turned down at the 41.
Yeah, he ran right into the blitz there. They came right up the middle, brought the middle linebacker right up to the line of scrimmage, and they ran right into that.
So
I think it looks like, Tom and Carlos, it looks like you had a really fast team out there in orange, the Middleboro Sachems. And if that's the case, you know, you get 2 fast teams, athletic teams going at each other.
So Sachems start at the Panther 41. Their quarterback, number 13, Wyatt Goyette. Fakes the handoff, takes it himself, and he gets turned back by the Panther defense. Number 44, C.J. Pacheco. Starting up front for the Panthers, number 33, Lucas Badenkoff. Number 57, Chris Bove. Number 51, captain David Villa, number 44, C.J. Pacheco. Give you the rest of the defensive starters in just a minute. 2nd down and 9 for the Sachems. Broken play. Goes to throw it out to the outside, and the Panthers string that out, but a flag comes in right as he's pushed out of bounds. See what the call is. Got
Face mask against
face mask
Middleboro.
against the offense. Interesting.
Well, sometimes when you go to block, and if you're going to hit the guy like in his shoulder, sometimes you miss the shoulders, you bring it up, and it hits that face mask. And sometimes that's what happens offensively from the offensive lineman.
Do you think that was a broken play, or was it a play that was supposed to look like a broken play?
No, I do not, and I didn't see who it was coming in for Holliston, but they missed tapping that ball by just about literally about 2 inches. You could barely see any space between the ball and the defender's fingers. So this is where you can start getting a little aggressive now. You know, you got 2nd and long here, and, you know, if you want to send somebody, you want to kind of feel them out and see what they do. Are they going to look to pass? They're going to look to run? They had so much success running the ball last week that maybe they feel they can run and get this 1st down here, but 2nd and long.
2nd and 24 from their own 42-yard line. Goyette with a quick throw to the outside, hit right away. Hello, C.J. Pacheco, another big hit.
Well, they're having none of that. They're gonna have to spread the ball more because this defense is incredible. They played a great game, a great scrimmage against Natick. They shut out Natick. They played a great game when they beat Franklin. They had a nice game last week, except for 1 or 2 missed tackles that went for long touchdowns. But other than that, this team has done very well. Now you got 3rd and long, and now you can really send them.
So 3rd down and 26. Goyette with the pitch to number 1. Chase deep, way back. The Panthers give chase. Nobody can get their hands on him. Finally pushed out of bounds. That was Brad Andriola finally got him, but the Panthers were swarming that backfield.
That was a heck of a run. I mean, he actually ended up losing yardage, but he got out of a lot of trouble there.
That was number 1, Caden Carulio, the junior, who had a 78-yard receiving touchdown last week.
I didn't get to see. They didn't show much of the punting practice here, so I couldn't see how far this kid can punt. But Holliston's got 2 really good receivers back there.
Here's the punt.
Nice high punt.
Ibbotson takes it at the 37, but he's tackled right away. Nice punt by Middleboro.
That's pretty much where they had the 4th down right there, and those down markers never moved through that whole thing.
So the Panthers take, after the exchange of each offensive try, the Panthers are right back where they left off.
Yeah, I think they got to open it up, Tom, a little bit. I think I get you want to try it in the beginning, and it's really interesting. You know, almost every year we talk about the same thing. In the beginning of the game, they try and feel out, and then that 2nd and 3rd set of downs, boom, they just explode. Holliston does. So let's see what they do here. Lima's back at quarterback.
Starting running back number 3, Devin Harding. Got number 1, Connor Teague, number 17, Aiden Ibbotson, number 84, Blake Harper. Throw out to Teague along the left sideline. He's up for a 1st down into Sachem territory.
Yeah, I think that's what you want to do is use the whole field, the whole width of the field, and stretch that defense out both horizontally and vertically.
And number 26, Matt Gimblett, and number 5, Brad Andriola at wide receiver, switching out that time.
Now you opened up. Now you can work the end with your running game.
1st and 10 at the Sachem 46. Lima drops back and lets one go down the middle. Just missed Andriola by a step.
Did you see what Andriola did? He was like 3 steps behind the defender, and when that ball got near him, he just put it into the next gear. He just blew right by him. I didn't think he had. In fact, I thought that might have had a chance of getting intercepted, but Brad just blew right by that defender.
Second down and 10. 6:31 left in this first quarter, no score. Lima hands off to Harding. Harding up the middle, and he is hit right at the first down marker. Nice run for Devin Harding.
3rd and short. Obviously, this is 2 down. And
they're sending out the war offense.
Yeah.
Joey Tomaselli, number 22, comes in at quarterback.
Now, this will be interesting to see how Middleboro can defend this.
The pitch is to Harding.
He got the first down.
He got enough. He got to the 35, and that's what he needed to do.
So what I always do whenever they go into the war
not
offense,
a good spot, though.
He got it anyway, right? He should. He actually went over.
They're going to say 4th down and 6 inches.
Really?
I
thought he actually
was
went
all
over
the way
line.
to the 35
yeah,
for
and then
sure.
Then got hit back, and they put the ball there. You should get at the line of gain.
Well, mano time. See which offense can push it. And there's Tomaselli up the middle for a first down.
Well, you got Jimmy Parmisi and the boys down there in the offensive line, and they know what they're doing. And they love the war offense because they can hit people. They don't.
Yep.
They don't have to wait for the blocks to come at them like you do when you're in the spread offense. And you have to defend against the and do pass protection.
No, that's just strength on strength. So first down for the Panthers at the 34-yard line of Middleboro.
4:50 left to go in the first quarter. Fast running first quarter.
They send triple receivers to the wide side of the field of Lima. Lima hands it off to Harding. Harding breaks a tackle, spins away, and he's down to the 25 or close to the 25.
You know, you get these this stat books every year from Ken Dunn, and you look at all the kids and how they're doing and how they're going up. There's a reason that Devin Harding is climbing so high in the all-time rushing statistics. It's just because of that run right there. He runs so hard, he can cut on a dime, he can spin, just does a nice job, and he always falls forward.
Last year he rushed and received for almost 1,300 yards. Lima takes it himself.
Yeah, it's coming back. It's coming back again.
He's got the first down, but there was a flag in the backfield. That's usually in the place of an offensive hold. So they'll do 2nd down and 3. We'll turn it to 2nd down and 18. Or no, 2nd down and 13. Well, Holliston's starting to find some success up the middle of that defense. All right, 2nd and 13 from the 38. Lima on the quarterback draw gets hung up in the backfield.
Once again, Tom, I think I really would like to see Holliston go more, wider, make a more horizontal game. Lima's got such great speed. You want to get him to the outside where he can, be a playmaker.
It'll be 3rd down and 15 from the 40-yard line. 3 receivers to Lima's left. Lima back to pass, looks left, throws off the hands, incomplete. So stops the clock with 3:06 to go in the first quarter. Make it 4th and 15.
I know Coach will go for it here, but a might not be too bad here, and put them way back and play that field position game so that you can
Oh, Jay, you
get the
just
ball.
stopped the defense. You just stopped Middleboro the
That-
first time. Have some confidence in your defense.
That's what I'm saying. Put them back there and have some
Go
confidence. in
for
your
it right
defense.
now.
Yeah, he wants to
They're
talk
calling a
about it.
timeout and talk about it, and we'll talk about it off the air. Take a quick break. Okay, an important 4th down and 15.
4th and 15 from the 40.
Todd Kiley's talked it over with the boys. See what they dialed up. Lima rolls right. Looks downfield. Fires. And a nice catch by Connor Teague.
First down, Holliston.
And moves the chains. So the Panther gamble on 4th down pays off.
Just like I said, you got to get out there and, and go for it.
They got 19.
Well, like I did say, in fairness to me, I did say he would probably go for it, but a punt would not be a bad situation either. Either way, it's 2:42 left to go. Clock is running in the first quarter. No score, Holliston marching.
Panthers in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Lima to Harding. Harding spins his way across the 15. Looks like he's got a 6-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
That offensive line is really taking over, Tom. They're really doing a nice job out there blocking.
Holliston moving fast. Lima this time to Harding again.
Oh, what
Up the middle for a 1st down inside the 10.
What a tremendous hole there in the interior on the left side of the line. Great job by by Palmisi at center, the guard and the tackle. Really nice job. They gave Harding a really big hole to run through.
2 minutes as the clock starts after they move the sticks. It'll be 1st and goal
Go from the 6.
from the 6-yard line.
Fumble.
Lima.
Oh, he got it right
Harding
back.
picks it up on a bounce.
Harding,
Wow.
Saved that play, but they lost a couple of yards.
the bad exchange.
2nd down and goal.
Lost a couple.
This is where stuff gets a little tighter. You get down there and near the end zone, and the defense doesn't have that much to cover, and you can bring those safeties up a little bit, and it makes a big difference.
2nd and goal from the 8. Lima off the fake, rolls left,
Oh, what a
cuts
move.
in
Oh.
side.
Oh,
Looks like he was going to find some green. Good pursuit by Middleboro.
that's a great call, Tom. It was excellent, excellent pursuit. I thought he was going to get at least 4 or 5 more yards.
Ball is at the 9.
Be 3rd down and goal from the 9-yard line now.
9.
Three receivers to Lima's right, the wide side of the field. Handoff to Harding up the middle. He stopped short of the 5.
Devin Harding.
They probably, that might be the last play of the quarter as the clock runs down with 10 seconds left.
I think Coach Kiley's going to let it run. Talk about this important 4th and goal. And that'll do it at the end of the first quarter. No score here at Comedian Field. We'll be back with 4th and goal in just a moment. Okay, 4th and goal as we start the second quarter. The Panthers have driven from their own 37-yard line. And they got 4th and goal from the 7-yard line. See what Coach Kiley dials up. 3 receivers to the left. Lima looks left, fires left, connects to number 3, Devin Harding. Touchdown, Panthers! What a way to start the second quarter. Put some numbers up on the board.
That's right. Nice drive by that offensive line, too. They controlled that line of scrimmage all the way down there, and the Harding and Lima did the rest. That's nice. And you saw when on that setup offensively, Tom, how they did stretch the field horizontally. This is Teague going for the extra point, and it is up, and it is extremely good.
So with 11:53 left in the second quarter, Holliston leads 7-0.
Well, I like what they did. I like that the offense ran a variety of plays. They went on twice on fourth down, just like I would have told them to. And but it's good. It's really good. It looks this looks more like a little bit more like Panther football than what we saw, in the first half last week.
For Devin Harding, that's his first touchdown of the season, but that is the 28th touchdown that he scored as a Panther. That was the first touchdown pass for Kawhi Lima. He's, of course, scored 3 himself.
Now, Teague, it's interesting what they do with him. He can put the ball pretty much into the end zone, but sometimes they try and find little empty areas where he can put the ball, and maybe Holliston can go down and try and get an onside kick, a deeper type of an onside kick. Let's see what he does here.
Chips it to that's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah.
So
see, they're trying to keep the ball away from the returners, but a lot of times when you can put it in those empty areas, Holliston with their speed, they get speed on all the guys who are covering the kickoff, and they can get down there and recover the ball. That's what they did against Foxborough last week.
Just some early first quarter stats for you guys. Holliston leading the overall yardage in the first quarter, 72 to -7.
wow. That's an advantage, Panthers, I think. Well, the defense is going to dig in right now with the ball. Coach Kingman takes it at the 36-yard line. They hand off to number 27, Bolu Satawa, and he is stopped after a short gain.
Yeah, it's a nice job by that defensive front seven. What they did is they made the running back run to his right. Instead of going north and south, he went east and west, and they were able to get in there and make the tackle and stop him for about, 2.5-yard gain, something like that.
Call it 2nd down and 8.
Want to be a little careful here. These kids can throw the ball, and they get some really good receivers on this ball club.
New quarterback in for Middleboro. There's a nice rush up the middle for a first down, number 23. That's Jason Perez Jr. Number 12's the quarterback, Brent Culwalker, senior, 5'11", 180. So Middleboro changes up quarterbacks on their second series.
And running backs, too. They've gotten a little bit bigger up there.
Katawa Walker passes out to number 8. Good hit there, good coverage, but not after a nice catch and a nice gain on first down.
That was a nice job by the receiver to keep that ball in his possession, too, because he could hit really hard.
So 2nd down and 3, ball's on the 41-yard line of the Panthers. Co-Walker works from under center, interestingly enough. Hands off to number 23, Perez, and he is stopped for no gain. Did you see who got the hit, Carlos? Matt Bazisco, who led the Panthers last week with 10 tackles on the stop.
Matty Bazisco's making a name for himself, a young...
That's Mr. Bazisco to you.
Oh, Mr. Bazisco, okay. He told me I could call him Matt. 9:20, the clock running.
3rd down and 3. Walker back to pass, throws deep. Contact though.
No. That
They're
was
going to
clean.
say incidental. That was
Yeah.
not catchable. Good coverage by Andriola.
So now here we go. This is the first. Why did they move that back? They moved the down marker back. 4th down.
No, 4th and 3. 4th and 3.
Oh, okay. I saw that he must have moved it up. Must have thought it was going to get caught. Big 4th down here from Middleboro and for Holliston. They can stop them here. Holliston's going to have great field position. Defend those ends, boys. Defend the ends.
Walker in the shotgun position. Empty backfield. 3 receivers to his right. He looks right, looks back left. Fires for number 1, incomplete, and then the Sachems will turn it over on downs. So a nice stand by the Panther defense.
Very nicely done by this defense. And, you know, we knew all along about this defense that it's a strong defense. They get behind by 3 scores late enough in the ball game. It's over because they can just let people turn everybody loose on that team. That defense is really strong and big and very, very fast.
They get to the ball like nobody's business.
Okay, let's see if Holliston goes for a quick strike here.
1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Lima with Harding behind him. Turns around, hands to Harding,
yeah.
but a nice tackle by captain number 50. That's Ryan Delancey. 6'5", 235. That's a big guy.
Yeah, he's a big boy, and you know they got him on kind of on the outside. They had him towards the outside. They got him in a tackle, I guess. I thought he came from the outside defensive end, but he's a defensive tackle.
So 2nd down and 14. Holliston with 3 receivers to the left. Lima with the fake, throws down the middle, connects to number 84, Blake Harper, who reaches forward. That's who you go to, your tight end, when you need some yards.
Well, I like the usage of the tight end, especially when you come over the middle. You know, that's your binky. If you're a quarterback, that's the guy that you got to count on all the time. And they got a good one this year. Blake Harper, pretty fearless kid. You know, he'll go up and get anything. The other thing I want to say about that the Lima Harding fake there was absolutely sensational. They brought like three defenders over with him on that fake.
So there's a nice 10-yard gain. It'd be 3rd down and 4. Lima hands off to Harding. Harding steps over a defender, and he's got some room. Makes a nice move at the 25, and he is gone. Touchdown, Devin Harding. His 2nd touchdown of the game puts the Panthers on the board again with 7:17 to go in the first half.
Well, we talked about Devin Harding and how good he was and all the yardage he's gained over his first couple of years running the ball. But he is really something special. He put 2 moves on there way over on the side. There wasn't a lot of room to make them, but he did it. He made them, and he scored the touchdown.
Already 77 yards for Devin Harding on the night.
Whoop, something's going on here.
Flag.
False start, Holliston.
52 yards.
Harding hit a 2nd gear once he gets into the backfield there. That move to the outside, he was turning everybody around.
Well, what makes a running back special, when you hit that 2nd gear and you can make the move as you're making that 2nd gear. You know, he hit, he turned, he planted, and he went really quickly twice way down there near the sideline. This should be another easy chip shot here for Teague.
Teague with a kick. It is strong and good.
7:17 left to go in the first half. Holliston up 14-0.
So how long was that touchdown, Lowe's? 52-yard touchdown by Devin Harding. His second of the game and 29th of his Panther career. Wow, nice score.
So here's what this team has to do now. They have to, this is where I talk about a lot of times that a team has to learn to win. Don't get too excited about where you are now. Be happy where you are, but don't get too excited. It's a long way to go. I'm
excited.
You're excited. You can get excited, but the team can't. It's a long way to go. And what I mean about learn how to win, this is how you learn to really, really go at it and finish this game off. So
right.
It's really important here for the offense and defense to keep playing as hard as they're playing. I mean, this is a good opponent you got here, and they can explode too.
Right, but you just see the confidence of the Panthers these last two drives. Faced with a couple of big fourth downs and the second drive just getting Harding free like that. Teague kicks away to the 10-yard line and it's dropped. Gooding able to find a seam though. Nice tackle. Touchdown saving tackle by number 15, Kevin Sahajian.
Yeah, one of the things about kicking that deep, obviously you want a kicker who can kick that deep, but at this level, you know, it takes them a little bit longer to get downfield. And sometimes when they do that, they kind of what they call outkick the coverage, and the lanes that you're supposed to hold kind of break down a little bit, and that's when you can find an opening, get a couple blocks on some guys, and get downfield. And that's kind of what happened there. But Holliston was able to save the touchdown by making the tackle.
Middleboro start at their own 35-yard line. Walker fires, incomplete, flag. Looks like he was looking for somebody in a quick slant, must have been contact. Pass interference against the Panthers. So that'll get 15 yards stepped off against Holliston. Biggest play of the night for Middleboro. They'll start at midfield.
All right, Holliston now, this defense, keep your focus, boys. They're going to come right up the middle here.
Walker in the shotgun, looks left, fires left. Got somebody open, number 21. They give chase, but he's in for a touchdown. So the quick strike offense of the Sachems, they go deep to number 21, Ryan DeBona, 6'3" senior. His first touchdown and catch of the year.
6:56 left to go in the first half, and 14-6 is Middleboro sets up to, looks like they're going to kick. Yep.
So Middleboro strikes right back with a 50-yard bomb of their own. Blocked by number 17. Aiden Ibbotson got in there quick.
Great job by Ibbotson to get in there and get that block and take a little bit of the sting off of that touchdown.
Well, we've seen how important those extra points can be. 14-6.
Well, that's what I was talking about, Tom and Carlos. You know, I mean, you can get excited about this thing, but up here in the booth and maybe down in the stands, but you can't do it down on the field. You got to keep that focus. This team's going to answer. They're going to answer back, and you got to understand that. And now your offense gets back on the field, and this is one of those situations where if you can come down, maybe drive the ball a little bit, take some time off the clock, score a touchdown, or even doesn't matter how much time you take off the clock, just score a touchdown, puts the momentum a little bit back in your favor. But
yeah.
This is a dangerous team. I told you that, and they're going to be able to score pretty quickly.
That was a great ball by Walker.
Beautiful, beautiful pass.
He really put it right on the numbers.
And you kind of wonder, you know, he wasn't the quarterback last week, and the sophomore, Goyette was the quarterback last week, and you kind of wonder
They haven't seen any film.
But
the Panthers didn't see any film on Walker.
Yeah.
Here's the kick, popped up. Nice catch by Teague. He heads towards the Panther bench. Picks up a block.
There he goes.
Gets another one. Got the kicker to beat. Oh! Nice return by number 1, Connor Teague.
You know, Connor Teague, Coach Santos told me, and we talked about this in the last game, that he, probably the best athlete in the whole school. And you can see why there, because he has great speed and everything. But what made that play was his great balance. He got hit a couple times, and he was able to keep his balance and keep going forward and pick up probably an extra, 25 or 30 yards.
Yeah, that was a 50-yard return, easy. So they put the ball at the 33-yard line. So Holliston deep in Middleboro territory. Start this third drive. Oh, fourth drive. Lima with Harding behind him. Handoff to Harding. Harding busts through the line. Jumps the tackle. I love how he does that. Just leaves his trailing leg. He says, okay, go ahead, grab this. I don't need it anyway.
I don't know, obviously, from being up here. You can't tell where that play was supposed to go. But when that space opened up on the left-hand side, he just went there. I mean, he just went where nobody was. It's almost an innate thing that he can do. Big first down for Holliston.
First down and 10 from the 23. Nice 10-yard gain by Harding. Harding up the middle. Puts the shoulder down and busts his way to the 15.
I mean, Devin Harding's a good-sized kid. He's not big. He's not.
He
really
is
heavy,
strong though.
But
you see him in the passing league.
He does the hitting. The defense isn't doing the hitting. He's out there doing the hitting. He's hitting them, and he's knocking them over. And he's just amazing. And we got to talk to him a little bit and during the media day. And he kind of stood beside me, and he's not, he's not a small kid, that's for sure. But he's not like one of these big bruising backs.
He is solid, though.
But boy, oh boy, is he a great runner. He's a great football runner.
He's got strong legs. Well, the Panthers 2nd down and 4 from the 15. Lima fakes it to Harding this time, runs to the corner.
Yes.
He's got some open room. He's got
it.
a first down inside the 10-yard line.
That's it. That play was developed because of Harding's runs.
Oh, he took abuse on that play.
Harding keeps running and running and running. They're all focused on Harding now. And, of course, Lima with his great speed, and that's what I was talking about a little earlier, that used that speed to the outside. Well, they came in, everyone came in, and it's all that that a player as quick as Lima needs is something to quickly to go one way, and he can go the other and score.
First and goal from the 5. Harding up the middle. Touchdown, Panthers! Number 3 scores his 3rd touchdown of the night. Puts the Panthers up 20-6 with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Holliston answers.
Yeah, that's 1:54 in game time that it took Holliston on the great return by Teague, and then it was the Harding and Lima show the rest of the way. And by the way, that offensive line is really, really playing well right now.
Kick by Teague is a country mile through the uprights and good for 21-6 with 5 minutes to go in the first half.
We talk about Teague, and I don't know if you're on tonight and you hadn't heard us talk about them in the other couple of games. He was a soccer player, great, really, really good soccer player. Now that's why you can see when he kicks the ball, he can kick it so well. But that's not the point. The point is that as a soccer player, he's able to learn how to run in crowds and how to move around and how to use his feet and everything. And that's why he's got that great balance. When he gets out in front, if he has to go one way or the other, he can do it. And it doesn't, because when you're playing soccer, you go differently with your feet. They go back and forth, whatever that they do in soccer. But anyway, he gets out there and he does a nice job, and that's why he's such a great runner with the ball here in football, the American football.
Teague ready for the kickoff. He knocks it away, bounces at the 20-yard line, taken by Ceruliolo.
Oh, hold you. Oh.
He finds the corner. Finally pushed out of bounds by number 34. That's Pierce Duncan.
Let me explain a little bit what we're talking about. Hold the lanes. For those if you're watching the kickoff, that means that everybody has a lane on the kickoff team, and you have to go down, stay in that lane, because once you go to the left of that lane or the right of that lane, it opens up a spot. It also gives the blocker a better angle to block. That time, the Holliston, the left side, they went after the ball, and when they did, that left this side wide open. You got to stay in your lane, just like when you're playing on the defensive end. If you're defending an end, you got to turn the play in and then go and make the play. But your first job is to turn it in. You got to have patience when you do that.
So ball's at the 36-yard line. Handoff to number 27, Santanwa. He picks up 5. Hey, I got to mention this. Threes are wild for number 3, Devin Harding. That was his 3rd touchdown of this game, 3rd touchdown of the season, 30th touchdown of his Panther career.
Okay.
Aren't you into numerology at all?
I have no idea what a numerology is. Must be something with numbers, I guess. I don't know.
Math class back in Ashland High School. You were sitting in the back,
I was
throwing spitballs at Cindy Lou.
Right at the top of the class in math, I can tell you that. 4:13 clock running.
Walker takes it, fakes it. He's all the way out to a first down and into Panther territory.
Well, Holliston's going to have to start tackling a little bit better. You know, I know he's a big kid and everything, but it's not like they had last week. And, you know, sometimes you get that little letdown where you think, well, last week they were bigger, they were stronger, they were faster. I don't have to go as hard against this kid. You have to do that. You have to watch where you're going. Make that tackle. 3:56 clock is running. 1st and 10.
So ball's at the Panther 46-yard line.
Middleboro will get the ball in the kickoff of the second half.
Walker back to pass, scrambles out of the pocket. He's got him down. Number 33, Lucas Badenkoff. He just came ripping out of his defensive tackle spot and put Walker down for a big loss.
We were in Franklin doing the game, Carlos and I, and Lucas's grandparents were sitting right in front of us. So if you're listening tonight, you just saw a great play by your grandson. And, you know, he's another one. He started out very young last year as a sophomore. He did a good job, and he's somebody they can really count on in this defense.
And Moses is in the house for the Red Sea, so
there you go.
That's it. It's on now.
It's all on. 2:58 left to go, clock running.
So 2nd and 22 from their own 41-yard line.
This is a big play, Tom. You really got to defend this play. If you can send somebody, send them.
Walker to throw. Going to try to take it on the draw, but he is gobbled up.
It's another sack. Now Holliston.
Timeout Holliston with 2:34 to go here in the first half. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, important 3rd and 24 from the Sachem 39-yard line. Panthers going to dial up something on defense right now. Stay aggressive, right, Jay?
They got to, you got to come after this quarterback, but you got to watch. Sometimes this is where they just run the ball once and make you take a timeout. Oh, that's off.
Walker fires down the middle.
Holy mackerel.
Receiver tripped, and the ball is incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down and 24.
They got off the line really early down there offensively, but that's all right. Here's a punt team.
That's only your old eyes seeing that, Jay.
Yeah. Tom, everything I have is old. 2:29 left to go. So
forcing Middleboro to punt.
Yeah.
They got off a good one last time.
Make sure they punt. That's what you got to do right here. Make sure they punt.
Ibbotson and Vargas back for Holliston. They get back at the 20-yard line. Villa comes through the line, almost got it. Vargas takes it on the run at the 25.
The comeback for the block in the back, probably.
Nice little return, but that'll be negated. Middleboro got off a good punt. I thought Villa was going to get in there.
I did too. Actually, I thought he left early too, to be honest with you. He got in there so
Well,
fast.
that's your old eyes.
I know. These eyes. 2:20 left to go in the first half. Holliston up 21-6. This is dangerous now. What you don't want to do here, what you do want to do, let's say, is protect the ball. You don't want to get. It's not that you want to be non-aggressive with the ball or anything. Just protect it down here.
Ball's at the 16-yard line. Landon Beecher time. Number 10 comes in.
Landon Beecher brings them out.
Which Kawalima in at wide receiver.
I love that move.
Beecher back to pass. Fires incomplete.
Matthew Gimblett, the intended receiver, 2nd and 10.
It's interesting when they sent those two guys deep. Lima just kind of came to the outside. I think it was Lima. Is that whoever it was? Just came out to this side over here, and he was wide open, absolutely wide open. See if they do that again. Send a couple of people deep.
2nd down and 10 for Holliston.
This might be a run.
Beecher with the handoff to Harding. He jumps forward.
Maybe 3.
Yeah, and now is that a Middleboro timeout or Holliston?
3rd and 8.
No, I didn't see it. Oh, Middleboro called the timeout, so we'll take a quick break with 2:10 to go in the first half. All right, 3rd down and 8 for Holliston from their own 19-yard line. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first half. Kingman's taking a timeout, thinking he's going to get the Panthers on 3rd down. Beecher to throw, fires. Number 1, Connor Teague with the catch. He pulled it down in some heavy traffic for the first down. That's the second clutch play he's made.
Just amazing. I mean, it's like Justin Jefferson down there getting way up, taking the ball away. There were actually 2 Holliston players there, which meant there were 2 defenders there. He had to go up against both defenders and make that catch. And to hold on to that ball is a big deal. That's a big play. Time is running. Nope, stopped here. 1:54.
Another timeout. We'll take a quick break. Okay, apparently they didn't take a timeout there. The clock stopped on the sticks moving.
They want 1:55. Is that what they want? Boy, that was a big play. Oh. 2:04.
2:04. First down and 10. Panthers from their own 39 after the Teague first down. Beecher to throw. Flag flies right away. Motion against Holliston.
Yeah, that's what it's got to be. False start.
Illegal motion against
Legal motion.
Holliston, 5 yards.
2:03 still left to go. 21-6, Holliston up. By the way, that was a really nice pass by Beecher, too.
Oh, my gosh. He put
great
it up
catch.
to let Teague go after it.
Either Teague was going to catch that or nobody was going to catch that. It was going to go out of bounds. It's nicely played into a real small window on the left-hand side.
2 receivers to both sides of the formation. Handoff to Harding up the middle. He's banged around. Short gain. And Middleboro takes a timeout with 1:56 to go. We'll take a timeout. Okay, 2nd down and 12. Ball's on the 36-yard line. Beecher back to throw. Fires to his left. Connects. with Teague, but he's in bounds, so the clock is running. That brings up a 3rd down and 7. Beecher on 3rd down. Fires, incomplete, looking for Teague again.
It's a hold against Holliston. Let's see, this is an interesting call now from Middleboro. Do you take this penalty?
I think you decline it. Bring up 4th down.
They are going to decline it. So Holliston, I'm guessing they'll punt. Yeah.
Oh, you have to put it on Teague's foot.
Brings up 4th down on the decline penalty. 4th and 8.
I don't know how Teague doesn't get his legs tired from all these kicks.
He's a kid.
But he can really boom these nice and high. His punts.
Two receivers deep for Middleboro.
Oh.
No. Oh my gosh, he unleashed one.
Yep.
All the way to the 20-yard line.
Now they're moving Holliston back. False start. This is what you don't want to do. You know, we talked about this a little earlier. You don't want to have turnovers. You don't want to have penalties. You know, you're up by 2 possessions here. Want to stay focused and get this punt and get down there and get that punt returner.
Teague with the kick. Taken on a line drive, but tackled right away by number 31. Miguel DeJesus. I think he's the long snapper, so he got the release on that, and he put a hurting on number 40.
Okay, so now you're the Middleboro, you're the Holliston defensive coach, Joe Santos, first-year defensive coach, and you got a couple options here. You can play back a little bit, play back a couple steps, or you can attack one way or the other, or some combination thereof. And if you can, as long as you can stop them with 116 from getting into the end zone, you've done your job.
Stay aggressive. 1st and 10, ball on the 35-yard line. Co-Walker in at quarterback. Steps to his left, fires down the middle. Intercepted by number 31, Miguel DeJesus, who returns it to midfield, and the Panthers are in business with 1:07 to go in the first half. Bingo!
Well, this is starting to be the Miguel DeJesus coming out party. He's doing a nice job here. And he just gave 2 great plays for Holliston to put them in a position now to get that ball downfield with 1:07 left to go and score. This is very, very scoreable, very, very doable now with 1:07 from basically the 50-yard line.
Co-Walker put a nice ball up for number 1, but it was right in stride, but DeJesus was there.
He played that perfectly. DeJesus played that perfectly. He was right there, turned his head when he saw the receiver turn his head, and there's the ball, and he caught it. That's another tough thing to do. You know, you can play defense really well, but then to finish it by making the catch, that's a big deal.
Now Lima's back at quarterback. 3 receivers to the left. First and 10 from midfield. Lima fires to his left to Andriola. He dances his way to a first down at the 40-yard line.
Got to get up here and get going quickly, boys. Get going quickly.
Well, it's just short of a first down, so it'll be 2nd down and half a yard.
Clock is running, 55 seconds left.
Lima takes a deep drop.
Oh.
He's looking to set up the screen.
Yeah, something went wrong there. I'm not sure what the issue was there, but they are very lucky because that's a ball that Middleboro might have been able to get if they could get to it.
Anyway, the clock is stopped with 45 seconds to go. 3rd down and 1. Kiley is out there, and they're taking 5 yards from the from the Holliston.
That might be. Say the call. Was that grounding? Intentional grounding.
Intentional grounding, but it was a misplayed screen pass. Come on, guys.
You know what? That's a good call. That's the right call, but that's a tough call.
We didn't see that call last week. Last week it wasn't called.
We get the ball downfield. Stretch the ball.
3rd down and 5. Lima on 3rd down.
Whoa. Oh, boy.
Throws into a crowd.
Yeah,
Number 51 reached around and knocked that down. Nice play. Nice play by Jacob Gilmore, junior linebacker.
Now you get 4th and 5. I'll tell you, Middleboro has really picked up their defense, and one of the things they're doing now is they're taking that whole middle of the field away, which is in one sense kind of bad for Holliston. But the good news is that Holliston has the speed to use to the outside on both edges, and they can get out there and use that. They're going to make some yardage. Big 4th down.
4th down and 5 for the Panthers. Ball at the 45. Lima fakes it to Harding. Complete over the middle.
Yeah, there's a flag on the play. Let's see what this is.
Was that Harper on the catch?
Looks like illegal man downfield for Holliston.
So they'll back up the Panthers.
34 seconds left to go in the half. This game was going really fast, and all of a sudden we
think they were saying that the referees called that Harper wasn't on the line of scrimmage, therefore he was ineligible.
Well, if he's not on the line of scrimmage, he's definitely eligible because you were back.
Well, if there's nobody covering the line, they're confused now.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Coach Kiley's pleading his case. And we got a meeting of the Zebras.
He said I thought what he said was they declined the penalty. They're not going to decline the penalty because Holliston had a 1st down.
Kingman would decline the penalty?
Well, he would if he didn't make the 1st down marker because it was 4th down. But I thought the ball was well past the 1st down marker. So he called decline, and then he said they declined it, and then that was a 1st down for Middleboro. But he was beyond the marker, I believe.
Well, the good thing is these referees are mic'd up, so we get the clear call on this stuff.
Well, let's see what this is here. .34 seconds still left in the half.
Hope this doesn't eat into the halftime show.
Well, the good news is we get paid by the hour, so we're
good. Gosh, we're good. We're just making boatloads of money.
But the question is, who was that call on?
I think Harper thinks it was on him.
Yeah.
Well, after a full and complete explanation, it's 4th down and 10 from midfield.
Now we got a timeout.
All right, timeout with 34 seconds to go in the first half. We'll be right back. Okay, 4th down and 10 from midfield. 34 seconds to go. Panthers lead 21-6. And number 14, Kawhi Lima, sends a booming kick.
Yeah, just let that ball roll.
To the 10-yard line.
Let that ball roll. Don't touch it. Let that clock run.
Well, that shows what a great athlete he is.
Yep. You know, I was going to say Holliston should be punting, but the last time I said that, I got my head bit off, so I figured for my health alone, if for no other reason.
I don't want to bite anybody's head off. Leave that to the praying mantis wife.
Oh, wow.
44-yard punt from Kawhi Lima.
Teague says, I could have done that. So 1st and 10 from the 6-yard line. Middleboro's got 22 seconds to work with. Walker is under center. He's going to hand it off.
That's probably going to
do it. Don't see any speed out of Middleboro.
And Holliston.
They're going to be content to go to the locker room and get the second half kick. So that'll do it. The end of the first half. Panthers 21. Sachem 6. We'll be back with second half action in just a few moments. And now Los with the halftime lowdown.
Thank you very much, Tom. The score at halftime, Panthers enjoying a 21-6 lead over the Sachems of Middleboro. The stat sheet not as close as you would think by the score. Very much in favor of the Panthers here. First downs, total yards, passing yards, rushing, all in the favor of the Panthers. Holliston, 211 total yards to only 68 for Middleboro. So just a great job of defense by the Panthers. It's 91 yards of offense, 91 yards passing, 120 yards rushing for the Panthers, 55 yards passing, only 13 yards on the ground for the Sachems. Holliston quarterback Kawhi Lima is 6 of 10 for 66 yards, including a touchdown, no interceptions. And then Landon Beecher is 2 of 4 for 25 yards. The leading rusher and probably the player of the first half is Devin Harding. He had 106 yards on 14 carries, including 2 rushing touchdowns. He also had a receiving touchdown in that first half from Kawhi Lima. And then the other rusher in this first half was Kawhi Lima. He had 11 yards as well. For Middleboro, quarterback Brett Kowalker was 2 of 6 for 56 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Their leading rusher is Jason Pearies. He has 14 yards on 3 carries. And then their leading receiver is Ryan DeBona. He's got 56 yards receiving, including a long 50-yard touchdown in the first half. Defensively, for the Panthers, Brad Andriola is leading all tacklers. He's got 4 in the first half, including a big pass breakup as well. The big play of the first half was an interception from Miguel De Jesus to go along with 3 other tackles in the first half. And then Matt Bazichko, CJ Pacheco also checking in with 3 tackles apiece. For more stats and information on the Holliston Panthers, you can follow us on X/Twitter at HCatFootball, and that's the lowdown.
Thank you, Los. Panthers scoring in the first half. Started all with the first play of the second quarter. Devin Harding on a nice pass from Kawhi Lima from 6 yards out. And then a 52-yard scamper by Harding made it 14-0. Quick touchdown bomb by Middleboro. And then a nice response 2 minutes later by number 3, Devin Harding. Finished off a nice 70-yard drive from 5 yards out. All 3 extra points by Connor Teague were good. And we got a 21-6 score as we start the second half. Middleboro will get the ball.
Well, pretty dominant job by the offensive line in the front 7 of that defense for Holliston, and also, Harding with a great job, and the defensive backs doing a great job for the Panthers too.
Teague kicks away with a line drive to the 7-yard line. Return to the middle of the field, and he's nice tackle short of the 30-yard line. David Villa with the tackle. Speaking of tackles, Dylan Ibbotson.
Yeah.
At University of New England. Tell us, Jay.
He was Defensive Player of the Game last week against the University of New Hampshire. You know, we saw Dylan down at the passing leagues a little bit, and he looks really good. And he went back to playing football up there. He went to UMass for a little bit, and then went back up to University of New England. And defensive player of the game. He had sack and
a couple of tackles for loss,
and did a nice job. So congratulations. I hope you're listening, Dylan. If you are, good luck this week in your game with down in DC.
1st and 10, ball at the 29, changing quarterbacks. Santon Balu is chased down by number 29, Max Moreau. Road night.
Now, I'm guessing this is probably going to be a horse collar, but I thought normally a horse collar, you really got to grab inside the shirt and pull him back.
He was just chasing him from behind.
Well, he had the shoulder pads.
Yeah.
And I don't know why you can't tackle on that, but evidently not.
Well, a big run by number 27, Santawa. That was his first time of the game. He's really been on the field and made a nice run. Great way to start the second half, and the penalty backs up the Panthers inside their 20-yard line to the 12. So it's almost a 1st and goal situation. So Middleboro on the run here as we start the second half. Goyette tosses it out, but he's snuffed out. That was Perez.
Nice job.
Pacheco on the tackle.
It took the left side of that defense. It's short side of the field too. So the left side of that defense, they did a nice job. I'd be very careful watching Middleboro now going to their left and Holliston's right here. That might have been a play to
the
kind
quarterback
of set that up.
Goyette is a lefty. Interesting that they changed quarterbacks again. 2nd down and 12 from the 14. Goyette drops the ball.
He recovered.
Just barely covered that one up, but another loss will bring up 3rd down. 3rd down and 15 or 16.
2 plays here for the Holliston defense. See if they can answer on both of these plays.
Ball's on the 18-yard line. They can technically get a 1st down inside the 2. Not really practical, though. 3rd and 15. The Panthers have made him go backwards a couple of plays. Goyette with the handoff to Perez. And number 51, captain, 31, Miguel De Jesus comes up from his safety spot, makes a big hit.
Boy, is he playing safety.
I thought it was Villa because he was so close to the line of scrimmage.
He read that really well, and you have to be careful as a safety down here because if somebody fakes, you're the back man on pass coverage.
So another loss on the play, backs him all the way up to the 20-yard line.
That's 3 straight plays for a loss, guys. 2 yards, 4 yards, and 1 yard.
So 4th down from the 20-yard line. Goyette back to pass. Fires incomplete just into Nowheresville. And that'll turn it over on downs.
Well, that's a situation. There's 2 kinds of passing systems that people have. You'd know this. You're a quarterback, Tom. You either throw to the person, right, or you throw to a spot. And I think he threw to a spot, and there was just great coverage, and there was nobody anywhere near that spot.
But why didn't they go back to Satanwa? I mean, the guy rips off a 60-yard run, and then they pull him to the sidelines. I was surprised. Well, the Panthers surprised them on defense, pushing them backwards, and then will take over at the 20-yard line. Kawalima in at quarterback. Lima to Harding. Harding Forces his way forward for 4 yards.
Gain of 4.
Nice job by Harding. You know,
Second and 6.
nothing wrong with going 4 yards at a clip right now. 4, 5, 6, 8 yards at a clip. Let's see if this offensive line for Holliston that's had a really good first half. Let's see if they can keep that up here and just wear down the Middleboro defense.
Again to Harding. Fake. Lima down the middle. Picked off. Flags fly.
I think this might be, I don't know if I'd be too happy about it as far as Middleboro right now. Yeah, I think he got pushed. Yep, that's what it is.
Interference against Middleboro.
That's 15 yards.
So that Holliston will get the first down on the penalty.
You know, in fairness, he did kind of get pushed, but I was surprised that the flag came out because even though he was pushed, it wasn't like something that really interfered with anything. But we'll take it. We'll take it. That's the response to the non-horse collar play down here. If you're keeping track, Tom.
And the intentional grounding.
8:15 left to go in the third. But it was a good thing they got that call because.
So brings it out to the 38.
That was a game-changing interception if that held.
First down for Holliston. 3 receivers to Lima's right. Nice fake. This time to Harding. He doesn't fake it.
Stacked up inside.
Picks up a couple of yards.
Travis Hayes leading the defensive stop.
What they're going to do now, they may try him again, Harding,
And a long 6.
because as what happened in the touchdown drive in the last time was that they kept going to Harding enough that Lima was able to fake to Harding, and he was wide open.
So gain of 4 yards will be second down and 6. Lima fakes to Connor Teague on the end around.
Hunter Teague the other way.
Nice fake to Harding.
Nice play, nice call right there, and stretched that defense out a little more. And if he could have gotten maybe a couple steps, he was gone.
Not many defenders in front of him
No,
right there.
What just happened here? Penalty?
It looks like they're asking.
Penalty against Holliston.
So there's the makeup call.
It's a, is that holding?
Gotta be. So penalty against the Panthers will bring up second down and 17.
What it was, but it was a penalty.
Holding against Holliston. There's the signal. So second and 17, ball's at the 31-yard line. Lima back to pass. They set up the screen, drops it off to Harding. He's back to the original line of scrimmage.
9 yards back to the original line of scrimmage.
Well, 2 things happened on that. The Holliston did a really nice job setting it up. Lima set it up, the offensive line did. But then when the ball got into Harding's hands, Middleboro's defense recovered very, very well and was able to hold that to like a 6-yard
Well, that's the
gain.
speed they've got.
Yeah, they have a lot of speed out there, and they're a good ball club. And, you know, you got to be careful throwing the ball around with them because we saw what happened earlier. They could pick and go.
So third down and 10 for Holliston. Ball at the 38. Lima to pass. Steps up. Runs with it. But the Middleboro stops him after a short gain.
Yeah, this is interesting. I was hoping when he ran that he might have been able to get just maybe 3 more yards. This is going to be an interesting call for
He
Coach
got
Kiley.
4, 4th and 6. Maybe a long 6. See what Coach Kiley's going to do here. Coach Kiley that never met a 4th down he didn't like. He signals in the play
We did kind of punt out of this formation earlier.
at the end of the half.
There's no returners back here. So let's see what happens.
Lima's sort of deep, and he does go for the kick
Wow.
with the empty backfield.
I'll tell you what, he's a good punter too. They got a couple really good
And it
Look
takes
at
a
this.
Holliston bounce.
Look at this. Get
Hustled
it.
by Teague. Downs it at the 2. Holliston with a big punt. 60-yard punt by 56-yard punt by Kawhi Lima.
Okay, now we're playing the field position game with, 5:23? 5:23 left to go in the third. Playing the field position game. So this is where you want your defense to stop them down here so that if they punt back to you, you're going to have great field position. That was a nice punt, nice and high, and boy, what a nice roll it took. Huh?
Yeah,
And great coverage by
Panther
Teague.
bounce.
Well, they've had a couple of things go their way right so far in this quarter. Just got to be very careful down here.
Segments will start at the 2.
Holliston's
Goyette still at quarterback. Tries to take it himself, but he is thrown back.
safety.
Safety. That's
No,
what the
no,
Panthers are indicating.
No. He's just inside of the 1 yard line. It looks like.
Who got the hit on him? It looked like a couple of Panthers. Pacheco in there.
Forward progress was out of the end zone. So it is
So on the half-yard line, be 2nd down and 11.
Holliston, it looks like Holliston's playing a man pass coverage, and if they are, what that does is that allows your safeties to come up and prevent anything from going too long in a run.
Goyette is your quarterback.
Goyette on 2nd down. He gets
Now
that.
it's a safety.
Now that's
That's
a
a safety.
safety. There we go. Whooping it up. That was number 33, Lucas Badenkoff with the tackle. De Jesus is happy with that one. 2 points for the Panthers makes it 23-6.
Well, a great punt and tremendous coverage on the punt to stop the ball down there and to put them in a position where they could get the safety, and 2 stops by that defensive front 7. Boy, are they playing well? They are really playing well. Now, what that does is too that's only 2 points, but that gives them a whole nother possession lead. Now it's a 3-possession game.
Right.
Puts the Panthers up 23-6.
4:25 left to go in the third quarter.
And so Middleboro have to punt from their own 20. Where are they going? They're on the wrong side of the field. Hello? Guys, you are on the other side.
Yeah, they're going this way. You're going that way. Well, Holliston's down here because it's a punt,
Right.
but Middleboro's got to get down there. Now this is where I think the play is in play that if you call a fair catch here, you
Right.
get a free kick for a field
Oh,
goal.
a free kick for a field. If Teague calls a fair catch and then drop kicks it through the uprights.
Drop kicks it, a la Flutie.
Will do the conventional kickoff, it appears.
So Middleboro lines up to kick off. They actually take a player, number 3, to put it up on a tee. So Teague and Vargas back to receive the kick.
Great kick.
And it goes out of bounds. Doesn't go back. Teague's all the way back to the 15-yard line.
Second gear.
He chases it all the way up to the
Got a flag come down
27.
here. Probably in one of those block in the back situations.
He got about 30 yards on that flag throw.
Oh, yep, that's what it is against Holliston. So it's a lot of good stuff happening here for Holliston, but they really, really got to stay out of these penalty situations. They keep putting themselves into tough situations with these penalties.
Well, the good news is the offense gets back on the field. They've negated the advantage that Middleboro had by taking the second half kick. And the referee's going to talk it over about where it goes. Unsportsmanlike conduct
For
on both
teams.
sides, offset.
Yeah.
Offsetting penalties against both teams.
And now they'll mark off the block in the back. Coach Perry wants a little bit of explanation here.
Now the flag marked off against the Panthers from the earlier call.
Looked like he marked off 15 yards.
So once again, you're in a pretty dangerous place against this Middleboro defense. You got to be really careful down here.
Inside the 20, they put the ball at the 18.
First and 10.
Lehman at a quarterback. Quick throw to Andriola up the left sideline.
Oh,
Brad fights his way to the 30.
that's a great first down, and that's really going to help them a lot.
Looks like he was close to a first down, and in
Yeah.
fact, they moved the sticks.
Yeah, he got it. That really helps them a lot, Tom and Carlos. That, getting that big first down. Now at least if you don't get a first down here, you're at least in good punting situation. That's a big play by Brad Andriola.
You guys talked about penalties earlier. That last penalty by Holliston was their 11th for 101 yards tonight.
Wow. Harding busts through a big hole. Oh, what a saving tackle there by number 5.
So that was they have 11 penalties tonight. Lois, is that what you said?
That
Wow.
was Jason Shanks who made a nice tackle on Harding after he went through a huge hole.
Yeah,
He
they
gained
close up,
3 yards.
They come in and they close up the holes pretty well, as you said, Tom. They have a lot of not just speed, but they're quick.
He's tough to tackle. Second down and 7. This time Harding busts it back to the right.
Look at that
Cuts
cut.
it to the left.
Great
Waits
block.
for a block. Turns it upfield and gets to the 40-yard line of Middleboro with another Panther first down.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm giving Aiden Ibbotson a great block right there. A nice job to free him up, and there were 2 men going after him. Aiden took one of them out, and if he bought Harding another at least 5 or 7 yards.
No, Ibbotson stayed engaged downfield. He was
Nice job.
off the ball
Yeah.
play against that play, but stayed engaged with his defender. First and 10 from the 40-yard line. Handoff to Harding. Lots of room. Gets into the secondary. Another first down.
Well, Harding's getting into some pretty special territory now. He's got to easily be up, I'm guessing, up over 125 yards.
He had 100 yards coming into the second
106
half.
or something like that. So
Big hole in there behind Caleb Green.
The offensive line really starting to execute tonight.
yeah, they're controlling the game right now, and what's happening is that the defense is starting to break down just a little bit.
Harding up the middle. There's a flag.
That's holding. That'll come back. Holding is Holliston. That's 12 penalties for what's going to be like 115.
I think they had
120
2
yards.
last week against Foxborough.
Yeah. Well, that's got to stop. I mean, you really got to clean that up.
155 yards for Devin Harding so far. 19
Wow.
carries. It's an average of 8.2 yards a carry.
Gee,
He is really tearing it up tonight.
special ball player, Devin Harding.
First and 20.
So first and 20 yards. The ball's way back at the 30 8-yard line. Harding, they ride him again. Keeping his feet. A lot of real live battles that are happening in the trenches now. He fights his way forward to the 35, 2nd and 17.
One thing Holliston does year after year after year, and Coach Kylie talked about this a little bit in the media day, is technique and leverage is what they use when they're for their blocking situations. And after a while, they're able to get good blocks on these guys.
Harding again with the fake. Lima picked off by Middleboro. And a flag flies at the end of the play.
Let's see if this is another one of those block in the back situations.
Penalty marred game, would you say?
You know, I talked a little about this earlier a little bit, Tom, in that learning how to win and learning how to, end up the game. And this is the time of the game where Holliston should have, come down and score another touchdown and basically put the ball game away. And you're letting this club hang around. And last week they scored, a whole bunch of very, very long touchdowns. We talked about that. 5 of them, I think, over 60 yards. So you better be a little careful here.
And they've already showed their big play ability. They've got 2 plays over 50 yards.
And you've given back about 120 yards in penalties. So you can't sustain a defense. You can't keep giving their offense this many chances, because sooner or later they're going to break something.
So 1st and 10 for Middleboro at their own 15-yard line.
Got him. What a
right
great
in the
job.
Backfield. Pacheco comes up from his defensive end spot with another tackle for loss.
Yeah, I think this year he's Chris. Remember last year he was CJ Pacheco. This year he's Chris Pacheco.
In the program, he's CJ.
Is it CJ in the program?
It is.
Good.
Well, you can call him Mr. Pacheco.
Well, I call him CJ. I like to call him CJ. I like that name. But he's so good. And, he's got that spin move we talked about last year. Well, he plays that defensive end position, and he'll spin move, and he'll get back inside there and beat those blocks that way. He's very quick, and he's very strong. It looks like his upper body, a lot of strength in his upper body.
I think Middleboro changed quarterbacks again. Kawalker is back in. Handoff to Perez, or handoff to Sanawa.
It's another big
Villa
play.
with the tackle.
Another big play here for the defense, a long 3rd down. They can hold them down here again to the field position.
So it'll be 3rd down and 9.
They're going to run the clock out for the 3rd quarter.
So after a penalty-filled 3rd quarter, the score is Panthers 23, Middleboro 6. We'll be back in a moment when they switch ends. Okay, we're ready to start the important 4th quarter. Panthers up 23-6. 12 minutes on the clock. An important 3rd down and 9. Panthers would like to force another Middleboro punt. Three receivers to Kawalker's right. He looks right, fires right, complete, but tackled right away short of the 1st down. That'll bring up 4th down and probably about 3.
I got to see. I think that was CJ Pacheco that was in there, right? 44. Yeah, that was CJ went in on the quarterback. He went in, did a nice job to force that pass.
So the ball's out to the 21, but 4th down and 2.
Now it's a 3-possession game.
Middleboro's got to go for it.
Yeah, the problem is the way Holliston's running the ball. You might not have that many chances at these possessions.
Here we go.
2 receivers to both sides of the formation. Kawalker in the shotgun, takes it himself on the draw.
I don't think he got it. What did he?
Gosh,
throw
is
it?
that close?
I don't.
It is close.
I don't think he got it. Did he put the ball back there? Oh, they're all staying on the field. I guess he did. Yep, they're going to give him first down.
So first down for Middleboro.
But there's
Just barely.
you're getting to the point in the game now. You're down under 11 minutes. It's 10:40 when they snap the ball here. You get to that point in the game where you're going to have to start going downfield a little bit.
3 receivers to Kawalker's left. Fires out to number 4.
Oh, great pickup by the safety. Great job.
Holliston with awesome pursuit.
Who was that?
15, Kevin Sahajian with the hit.
Great job on that. Great
And a little
follow-up.
help from his friends.
Yeah, great follow-up by. Was that De Jesus again?
Probably.
31?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, great play by him because it was a 3-on-2 and he came out of his safety position and came down, made it an even swap there and was able to get the tackle.
So 2nd and 6.
Boy, this defense is really playing well right now.
Empty backfield for Kawalker. He's back to throw again. Looks down the middle and he bounces it to his receiver. Just a little low. Incomplete.
And his receiver was wide open. If his receiver just caught that and fell down, he had a first down.
That was like his 3rd check down. You could see him looking around, not seeing anybody open.
Well, a lot of that is because of the last few times this defensive front seven, when Pacheco and the boys have gotten in there and kind of hurried him a little bit. So his clock in his head is running and telling him, I don't have a lot of time. I got to get rid of the ball.
So 3rd down and 6. Ball's on the 28-yard line of Middleboro.
Well, if they went for it last time, this is definitely 2-down territory again for them, unless something really bad happens to them.
Kawalker fires to his right. Good pursuit by the Panthers. Oh my gosh, Rodenheiser with the big hit. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we gotta play it down. Something really, really bad did happen to them there, is that they got hit for a big loss. And
We'll take a timeout on the
break.
field. Okay, turns out it wasn't a serious injury. Dr. Carlos diagnosed it as a cramp from 100 yards away.
What did you got to drink, Carlos, to prevent the cramps?
Pickle juice.
Pickle juice.
Sorry,
You
pickle
gotta-
juice. Thank you.
You got to drink your pickle juice. I keep telling you guys that. No one
That's
believes me.
illegal in 4 states.
That's not in the state of mind. Okay, 9:30.
So
the clock's still
4th down
running.
and 10. Middleboro drops back in punt position, except Kawalker looks like he's going to go for it. So we get a timeout on the field for Holliston. And we'll take a quick break with 9:25 to go, 23-6. Okay. 4th down and 10. Looks like the Sachems are going to go for it.
Yeah, whether they do or not, you're going to play your defense up front because the worst case that happens is they punt the ball and it goes in. It's not going to really
Exactly.
matter. So you want to play this straight defensively. Yeah, if you want to keep a couple guys back a little bit deeper, that's okay. But the way they're putting pressure on this quarterback, I'd keep putting pressure on him.
And Middleboro's 1 for 3 on 4th down tonight.
Middleboro with 3 receivers to the left. Kawalker back to pass, goes for the screen, knocked down.
Yep. Great call, Tom. That's what happened when you go in. We talk about this a lot defensively. When you charge in, if you're not going to get to the quarterback, get your hands up, take away those passing lanes, and that time not only take away the passing lane, but hit the ball. Looks like we got a
I think that was,
Holliston player down.
yeah, with another cramp.
So we'll take a break.
We'll take a break here. All right, Jimmy Parmisi walking it off the field. Looks like he just cramped up a little bit. He was the one that blocked that screen pass that Kowalker attempted.
You got to keep those wheels good because he's looking to get back-to-back running lineman of the year awards. Let's go to touchdown.
Everybody wants to be the running lineman award. I'd give away 10 of them if they could do it.
Go to touchdown in the Thanksgiving Day game, for those who remember. He was thrilled.
No, that was the first catch for a touchdown we've ever had. All right, 1st and 10 from the 23. Lima in a quarterback. Hand off to Harding, and he draws a big crowd from Middleboro. Thrown down for what's likely a loss.
Middleboro defenders in on the stop. Harding loses about 2. 2nd and 12.
So 2nd and 12 from the 26.
Clock still running. 8:40 left to go in the ball game.
Weaver brings them to the line.
And what do you have here?
Got a penalty. One of the line judges didn't like the way they set up.
Well, false start.
Didn't look like they'd even gotten set.
And 15.
So it'll be 2nd and 15. Ball's at the 31-yard line. Middleboro's forced Holliston backwards. Lima back to throw, jumps it off on a screen. Beautifully set up. Harding just blasts his way inside the 10-yard line.
That was a perfect screen pass.
And he just went right behind his blockers and just lowered the boom there.
Now, ordinarily on a play like that for a regular quarterback, it would be kind of a little bit difficult because they came in so fast. But he's so quick, Lima's so quick, that he's able to get the ball out and get it over to his receiver. And Devin Harding did the rest after some good blocking downfield. Nicely run by Holliston.
So it'll be 1st and goal for the Panthers. Lima takes it himself, right side. One man to beat.
Did he get in?
Just short of the goal line.
I wonder if they'll put in War, if they'll let him finish it off here.
Jack Kavalowski with the good stop.
The ball's on the 1-yard line, 2nd and goal from the 1. The Red Sea can smell that end zone. Cheering for the Panthers right here with 7:32. Fake to Harding.
Right
Touchdown, Koala Lima. Kapow!
What a great dominating job by that that offensive line of Holliston. They are really doing a number. Now you're up 23-6, and okay, you need 3 possessions to win and this and that and everything else, but
1-yard touchdown run.
it's really important for Holliston to get that touchdown because I'll tell you in a minute after the kick. Fumble. Well,
that went all sorts of sideways. The extra point attempt is no good, so with 7:27 to go here in the fourth quarter, Holliston 29, Middleboro 6.
Now, let me tell you why that was so important, because if Middleboro should score another touchdown, what Holliston would do is they would win by more than 14 points. And 14 points is the top of the margin of victory points that you can get when they're trying to figure out all the playoff situations and this and that. And you may not think that's important right now, but Middleboro is going to go on and win a lot of ball games. And when you beat them with that margin of victory thing, it's going to count more points for Holliston. You don't know what that's going to do at the end of the year. It could give you an extra couple playoff games or something. So it gets. I know it's kind of early, but it really makes a difference.
See if Carlos can figure it out. Can you calculate how many margin of victory points that gives the Panthers?
Well,
I need a special plug-in for that.
It stops at 14.
There's an app for that.
All right, you guys make fun of me, but when I'll be.
That's what we do.
I'm one of those guys, with I'm like an artist. They don't believe. Once my time is over, you guys will miss me.
We will.
You say how great you were, Jay. You were great. Margin of victory points, especially. Nice kick.
Teague's kick is long and strong, down to the 7-yard line. Returned just past the 30-yard line. So with 7:21, the defense comes back on the field. Kawhi Lima, that's his second touchdown of the season, his fourth of his Panther career. Now, Devin Harding can probably say that he should get an assist on that one, right? I mean, seeing as all the Middleboro players tackled him, there was nobody to tackle Lima.
Kawhi got a kapow, right?
Got a Tom kapow.
315 total yards for the Panthers tonight after that last touchdown drive.
Wow.
Thank you, Los. They're rolling. Kawalker throws it to 21 for a first down near midfield.
Want to keep that pressure on, keep the pressure on the quarterback and let him try and get rid of that ball earlier than he wants to. Holliston defensive, pass defense has moved back a little bit now.
Kawalker fires it down the right sideline. Incomplete, and we got a flag. Now he threw it at the Middleboro player that was begging. He was making a hand motion.
He seemed pretty happy about the flag going down, though.
It was totally away from the play.
Not quite sure what the issue is here.
Holding.
Yep.
Oh, no?
No.
He said. I guess there were 2 penalties against the Panthers, was declined. So a first down for Middleboro at the Holliston 41. I'm glad they didn't get 13 penalties because that would be unlucky.
Yeah.
So now they got 14.
Now you're a happy guy. Which, by the
Relatively
way,
happy.
Which 14, by the way, is the margin of victory points.
Kawalker back to throw. Short pass there to number 23. That's Perez. Who had the tackle there? Bazisco with the tackle.
Here's
and
another
we got
flag. Here's another flag.
That looked like fireworks right there. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Panthers.
This is not good. This is not a good sign. I'll tell you right now. You cannot keep doing this.
Well, you got to keep your mouth closed.
You have to be mature, and this is once again I'm going to say the same phrase. You have to learn how to win. This is not how you do it. 15 penalties for 141 yards.
That's more yards than Harding has.
Yeah. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Clock's running with 6:13 to go in the fourth quarter. Walker being chased. Incomplete.
Oh, come on. Roughing the
They
passer.
got roughing the passer.
I mean, it's all Middleboro's got to do is go out and run plays, and Holliston is just keep shooting themselves in the foot, and it's not a good sign to see this. It really isn't. Meanwhile,
back at the ranch,
Pacheco is all over the place down there. He's in that backfield with the quarterback more than the halfback is.
That was Andrew Raffo that was making that big effort along with, was that Pacheco? Both of them.
I thought it was CJ has been in there like every single time. No one's stopping him. I don't know which one they call the penalty on.
So 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line now, as Middleboro has ridden the Panther penalties down the field. Walker and another flag fly.
Yeah, this is going to be offsides, I think. By Middleboro. I was wondering at some point. I thought they would call that because they've been getting away with that one all night long. This end over on this side, or their left offensive end or wide receiver, it takes off really early.
Do we have any offensive yards this drive? It's just been penalty after penalty.
Yeah.
Is that going to set some sort of record? Oh, okay. Well, that puts the ball 1st and 15 at the 17. 6:03, the clock is stopped. Panther defense digs in. Walker moves his players around. Empty backfield.
Here they come again.
Here comes the rush. Intercepted! Number 22, Joey Tomaselli. No, 29. Max Murrow with the interception and return. A big one is a turn of events for the Panthers.
Well, the sophomore had a really exciting play right there. It looks like we have another cramp situation here. Yeah, it's a cramp down there.
Max Murrow with the interception. And he returned that. How many yards did he return that? 45 yards?
That was a great play by Murrow. And he was right there. He stood his ground.
He stepped right in front of it.
But he had tremendous pressure on him. And that time the pressure wasn't around the end. It was up the middle. I'm not quite sure who that was. But someone came flying in there.
49-yard return. All right, we've got an injury on the field, so we'll take a quick break. All right. Player limped off the field with a cramp, so it looks like he's going to be okay. 1st and 10 for the Panthers at the Middleboro 38-yard line.
Now you just want to run some clock here with 5:49 left to go in the game.
Lima fakes it to Harding, dishes it out to Gimblett. Matt Gimblett, number 26, forward, near a first down. And they do move the stakes. First down for the Panthers.
First down, Holliston.
Clock will start running now with 5:42 left to go in the. Oh, I guess he got out of bounds, huh? Oh, there he goes. Okay. 5:40 left to go in the ball game.
First and 10 now from the 28.
And you'll see Holliston use up this clock as much as they can.
They're going for the end zone, Jay. Lima fakes it to Harding, takes it himself around the right side. Another Panther first down. Inside the 20-yard line.
I don't know. This might be second and short. Oh, we got a flag on the play. Looks like it's against Holliston.
Yikes.
Well, I will tell you this, Carlos, with all these penalties and everything, I think the coaching staff's going to have a little talk with the boys after this game. As great a job as they've done outside of the penalties have just been horrendous.
But they're correctable.
Yep. And this is the coaching staff that can correct them. You know, these guys have been through a lot, and the kids listen to them, and they'll correct it. They'll make the adjustments.
So 1st and 12 for Holliston. Fake to Harding.
Uh-oh. Interception.
Ball bounced off the Panther receiver. Throw was a little bit high. Intercepted. Now Middleboro's got the ball with 4:54 to go in the fourth quarter. So it's really 8-0 in the second half. A lot of action, but not a lot of points.
Yeah. 8-0, isn't it?
Yeah,
you're right. It's 8-0. Oh, that's right.
Panther defense digs in again. Right in front of the Red Sea. And we've got a timeout, Middleboro. Not a flag.
Yep.
So we'll take a break. 4:52 to go, 29-6. 1st and 10, Middleboro on the interception.
Two turnovers apiece for these teams tonight.
And they've changed quarterbacks again. Goyette back, the left-hander for Middleboro. Hands it off to number 1. Holliston
nice
strings it out.
Yeah. That's how
Sends
to play.
them back for a loss.
That's how to play contain. That's how to play contain is you
Tomaselli on the hit.
Is that Tomaselli? You get them out, you stretch that defense, and you don't let them cut in. You just keep going, running horizontally, and then you get the your safeties and D-backs and linebackers can come up and make the tackle. That's a nice job.
4-yard loss for Middleboro. 2nd and 14. Ball's on the 20-yard line. Goyette hands it off, but he's tackled right away. Badenkoff, number 33, is pretty happy. You know, that's 29 Morrow that was in there.
Hey, he's doing
Didn't
a nice
see,
job.
exactly see, but he
got
came out of there happy.
A lot of young guys, Tom, tonight on defensive, really making their mark. Jesus and Morrow and
3.5 to go.
Earning experience every game. 3rd and 18 for Middleboro.
watch the pressure come in now.
Goyette's going to try to take it himself. Winds up to throw it down the middle. Connects to number 1. Breaks one tackle. Gets forced out of bounds by Andriola.
That was a nice rollout by the left-hander. Of course, he's running to his left, and he's a left-handed quarterback, so that's to his advantage. He did a nice job, and he delivered the ball perfectly. Let his receiver get out and make some yardage for a big first down.
Be right at midfield. Clock stop with 3:01 to go in the game. Goyette throws it off to Santawara.
They're gonna call roughing, but I'll tell you what. I don't know. Maybe he did have an extra step. I guess you really can't complain about that. But
At the pressure. Against the Panthers.
All right, we have more penalty yards than Harding has yards yet.
That moves it to the 35.
yeah, but that's just Harding's rushing yards, right? He also has receiving yards.
Oh, okay. So it was all-purpose yards.
Well, the bad news is you had the penalty. The good news is they're just blowing through there. That defense is just really doing a nice job of getting to the quarterback. You just can't have those penalties.
1st and 10 at the 35. Goyette drops down, throws it, sort of a lame duck, picked off by number 29. 29, Max Burrow with another interception and huge return.
I would
20. Rodenheiser with the catch and return.
Now this is coming back, but I will tell you what happened on that play. That was 100% C.J. Pacheco getting in on the quarterback, getting his hands up, and making that quarterback throw the ball higher than he wanted to. I'm not quite sure what the penalty is here.
They called interference.
It's interference. Well,
wow. Wow. This Panther crowd is a little unsettled after that call. That was a lame duck throw. Now, if he had gotten a hand on that throw.
Well, that's the thing. If it's tipped, then
it can't be interference.
All bets are off. I don't think he tipped it, but boy, he was in there really fast. What he did was when he went in, CJ went in and had that one hand up high enough so that he had to loft the ball, and that's why it went way up in the air. But he didn't touch it. Nice job by CJ.
Timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout in the booth. 1st and 10 from the Panther 20-yard line. Middleboro has rode the Panther penalties down to the red zone. Goyette fires. Incomplete.
Yeah.
Good coverage by Givens. Panther defense is really shortening that decision time that Goyette has to make.
And that's the thing, and of course Goyette, he had a great game the other night, but he's only a sophomore.
Only a sophomore.
Only a sophomore. So he, again, you have that, they talk about that with the quarterbacks. Again, you know this, you were a quarterback. You have that timing and you say, how much time do I have? And you look up and there they are and you don't have any time. You just zip your arm back and bring it forward.
So 2nd down and 10 from the 20. 3 receivers to his left. Goyette to throw. Heaves one towards the end zone. Picked off by DeJesus. He races up the sideline. Oh, he almost had a pick six. Number 31.
Here's another flag.
Now, what are they going to call on this one?
This is going to be unsportsmanlike conduct. And let's see if they do it on both kids or just one.
It's unsportsmanlike to intercept the ball?
No, you wait and see here.
There is a flag.
Oh, no, block in the back.
Block in the back.
I thought they went over. There were two kids going at it over here, and I thought they went after them. So, you know what? Run the clock out. Don't throw the ball onto it. Just run the clock out. 2:22 left to go.
Well, DeJesus with his 2nd interception of the game turns this one around in the Panther favor with just 2 minutes and 22 seconds left.
Well, they played a lot more plays than they had to play because of all the penalties. But boy, did they respond. every single time they get down there, Holliston did a really nice job of responding defensively.
When the chips were down, they kept Middleboro out of the end zone. The only dent being that 50-yard pass by Kawalker just before the end of the half.
Panthers will start at the 24.
And the War offense comes out.
Good. This is a great idea.
Joey Tomaselli under center. Pitches to Harding.
That's a
Picks
great
up
idea.
a couple.
Great idea by Coach Kiley is to just run this out with a War offense, and you won't have anything. Well, we get a second next week. Big game against Milton. Milton's got another tough team. Of course, they graduated their quarterback, McHugh, from last year, who really had a field day against
And they
Holliston.
just plugged in another all-star quarterback.
Yeah, and they that game is next Friday here at Committee, and it's at 6 o'clock start. We'll be here if you can't make it. Tune in. But 6 o'clock start next Friday, Holliston against Milton.
Timeout, Middleboro. We'll take a timeout in the booth. Okay, 2nd down and 5 for Holliston. Minute 36 left. Pitch to Pacheco. Gets wrapped up.
I don't know how Pacheco has any legs left. He's been running all over that field defensively. And then,
Wait a second. Do you hear that sound?
what's that?
No penalties.
No penalty. And then after that interception that was called back for a penalty, he ran all the way down and gave a nice block downfield about 60 yards, 70 yards.
Nice.
He's played a really heck of a game tonight, and Morrow and DeJesus and
There's some real ball hawks on that
Yeah.
defense.
yeah. That's good to see. And, you know, I told you early on, and I'll keep saying it, this is not a bad Middleboro team. This is a good ball club that they're playing against tonight. So this is good news for Holliston, if you can get rid of those penalties.
All right, 10 seconds left on the play clock, and
This will be the
Joey
last.
Tomaselli's just going to take a knee. The victory formation for the Panthers now, and that'll do it here at Committee and Field. Holliston 29, Middleboro 6. Their first victory of 2023.
A big victory too, Tom. Again, against a really good team, and you know this is what they needed coming off of last week. You know, I'm sure they were probably a little down last week. They probably felt they should have won that game, and they come out here tonight and beat a team that had a really big victory last weekend. So
3 touchdowns by Devin Harding. Lima with a touchdown himself and a touchdown pass. And then a big safety by C.J. Pacheco. Account for all your points for Holliston. And we're ready with Los and the final lowdown.
Thank you very much, Tom. The final score from Committee and Field, the Panthers come away from a well-deserved 29-6 victory over the Sachems of Middleboro. It was all Panthers on the scoreboard tonight, and it was all Panthers in the stat sheet as well. 331 total yards of offense for Holliston. That defense, though, holding Middleboro to only 158 total yards of offense. That's 144 yards passing, 187 yards rushing for the Panthers, 110 yards passing, only 48 yards rushing for Middleboro. 14 first downs for the Panthers, 10 for Middleboro. And then a big item for improvement will probably be penalties. 19 for 185 yards for the Panthers. Middleboro had 4 penalties for 48 yards. Individually, quarterback Kawhi Lima was 10 of 16 for 119 yards with 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Landon Beecher was 2 of 4 for 25 yards as well. But the leading man on offense for the Panthers was Devin Harding. 22 carries for 162 yards, 2 touchdowns, including a long touchdown run of 52 yards. That to go along with another 3 catches for 38 yards, including a receiving touchdown. So Devin Harding with 3 touchdowns on the night for the Panthers. It definitely was the main driver of that Panther attack. For Middleboro, quarterback Brett Kowalker was 6 of 13 for 78 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Wyatt Goyette was the other quarterback. He was 3 of 6 for just 1 interception, no touchdowns. And then their leading rusher was Jason Pierce, number 23. He had 7 carries for 53 yards. Their leading receiver was Ryan DeBona. He had 73 yards receiving, including a long touchdown reception for 50 yards. But getting it done on defense for the Panthers, leading the way was Brad Andriola. He had 6 tackles on the evening to go with a big pass breakup as well. But Miguel De Jesus, 6 tackles and 2 interceptions in this game, 2 big interceptions that really turned the tide, not turned the tide, but really solidified the win for the Panthers in the second half. CJ Pacheco with 5 tackles and Matt Bezichko with 4 tackles as well. Also, number 29, I believe, is Max Morrow. He also had an interception in this game. He returned it all the way down for 49 yards, so he had a big play on defense. For more stats and information on the Holliston Panthers, you can follow us on X/Twitter at HCatFootball, and that's the lowdown.
Thank you, Carlos. Great job tonight. We also want to thank our camerawoman, the great Lindsay Crane, and of course Bruce Guilfoy back there taking care of all his magical, mystical computer stuff that he does.
Hey.
And bringing you all the good stuff. Tommy
Yes.
did a nice job bringing this team home tonight.
Gotta go around.
Middleboro 29-6. We'll see you next week, 6 o'clock Friday night here at Committee. And good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.